today. It's not like it's, one of the players from the academy squad who hasn't had experience at the tier
True.
one level. Keto was playing with this team for ages, so they've got all that chemistry. This big roster before the Favin change was together for like 2 or 3 years. Like, it was the
Yeah.
same roster for the longest period. So, they're going to have the experience. They know how to play their map picks. And yeah, I think they're going to be looking pretty good here, although it is going to be Apex's map pick first here on Mirage.
Yeah, so as a result of that, they will be starting on the T side. tiziaN will have a smoke and a flash, but that's the only piece of utility across the whole server. It's just going to be Kevlar's for big, as they do spread out over the map, double stack in towards this CT position. And as the smoke comes in, an early challenge, but tiziaN and Keto, they're holding the line. In fact, it's tiziaN to do all of the damage. Apeks, they can't even get into the bomb site, stopped right at the first instance. And big, it's now this 5 versus 2.
I love this from Keto. He just doesn't move a budge, just sits there the whole time, and as soon as he decides to move, he actually goes down. So, going to be a 2v4 now, but STYKO and tiziaN, they have a lot to do to bring this one through. I've gotten a little bit of ground here, but STYKO always struggling with that ladder, does get down. This bomb has progressed its way to top con. There is a tagged player here, but seriously, he just sits back. He finds the hill at the right time, and now STYKO, he's all alone, already brought down really low. These big players know exactly where he is. That bomb is also unfortunately dropped all the way down to bottom connector, so it's pretty much impossible for him to pick that up, and he's pinned now into the corner.
It's not the most ideal scenario for Apeks overall in this pistol. STYKO, 40 seconds left on the clock, probably just going to tuck in, and I mean, what can he really do? Slowly, these players, I mean, they don't have to move. They can just wait for him to make the mistake. He's, well, just kind of pincered in. They've got eyes on all of the angles here. He's just waited and waited and waited, and, well, that's it. Big will win the pistol. I wonder if he's actually timed out.
I thought maybe it was just a way of taking a bit of a free timeout, just sitting here and holding the angle, but he hasn't moved a budge. So perhaps
he hasn't.
Perhaps he's just DC'd. Hands off keyboard. But either way, I don't think he had an opportunity to make anything happen. Unfortunately, though, does mean that he's not going to have anything into the next round, which is not a place you want to be.
No, it's not ideal. And yeah, the pause comes in. So yeah, unfortunately, for STYKO, he did time out. I mean, fortunately for Apeks, it's a round where it doesn't really matter that he has lost connection, because it was that 1 versus 4, 1 versus 5, and he had such low HP anyway. So, unfortunate scenario, but nevertheless, it is the nature sometimes with these online sort of events. Internet issues can come and go, and hopefully we can get this resolved really shortly and get this match back underway. But a clean start from Big. Feels like they had the read over towards A lovely double setup towards the CT ticket position. And I tell you what, tiziaN and Keto taking some scalps. It's really good.
Yeah, not normally the two players you look to on this big squad to be leading. But I mean, obviously, it's only just the pistol round, but a really great setup from them. They just double up on top of each other and just hold that line. And the Glock's at that range, so there's just no chance. You got USP has just such an advantage there. We saw why. They just picked those players out one by one. So the big question would be what Apeks opt to do here, knowing that STYKO, he does have that armor and doesn't have any real money behind it. Will they just sort of ride this out as a full eco, or will they force around this armor?
It's going to be an interesting decision, I think. Maybe they might get a look in. The bomb hasn't been planted, so it might incentivize them just to go for this force purchase. Try and throw everything at it. But I tell you what, whilst the server issues are just going to be resolved, we're just going to throw it to a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Join us very shortly, and when we come back, we can get straight into the second round of Mirage.
burns down, we will stand together. We fight forever. We fight forever. We fight forever. Standing together. We fight forever. Face the storm coming. We keep holding on, toes till dawn, when the water rises, when the world burns down, we will stand together. We fight forever.
Even when I wash the floor, the dust still comes. Keep on hunting for the bread, no matter how lost. Need no light, no spark, I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm, far from calm. I know you feel me, brother. Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night, it's never day. Even when I watch the floor, the dust will come. Keep on hunting for the prey, no matter how lost. Need no light, no spark, I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm, far from calm. I know you feel me, brother.
And welcome back, everybody. Apologies for the long delay here. Just had some internet issues with one of the players. Got everyone reconnecting now, so hopefully we'll be underway shortly. Big did secure the pistol rounds. They are one up here on the map pick of Apeks. With that round restarting, we should be hopefully getting underway shortly.
That's the hope.
That's the hope.
We'd love it to be the case. Hopefully the unpause can just come in and we can get this underway. For those of you that missed it or are just tuning in, Big did take the pistol around about 5 or so minutes ago. It was a nice double stack in from them over towards the ticket, and it completely shut down Apex's attempt at an A execute. But here we go, Lucy. The timer, it's counting down. Rimbo's purchased a FAMAS and full utility. We are actually going to see what the buy will be from Apeks. The STYKO, he did actually save his Kevlar because he did time out. But that's all he's going to go into it with. The rest of Apeks are just going to be on these Glocks, and they're just going to try and get the bomb plant.
But hey, if they can take down a CT player, then at least, there's a bit of armor on STYKO to go behind any recovered weaponry. Surprised to see tiziaN out with the MP9. He's often on the scout in these rounds, but he's actually going to be looking up for info here. He's pushed all the way through underpass. And it's just going to keep on going, and all these tiers are waiting here.
Yeah, this is big and very scary. He actually does spot the head. He knows that there's a stack in place and he can just tuck in. Can make a lot of money just farming up with this MP9. Already got 2 kills to his name. Gonna alert the rest of Big to push up through top middle. And it's as clean as you like. Nobody from Big falls, and it's a flawless victory. A lot of money has been farmed with that MP9. Definitely better than picking up the scout because it means he can purchase the AWP instant.
Yeah, that's about the best case scenario for tiziaN there. Gets the MP9 kills and gets himself an AWP into the 3rd round. So a really good place to be here. Gonna have a full buy round coming out from Apeks. STYKO has actually managed to get a rifle out even still, so it is a galil, but it's better than nothing. Now we'll see how Apeks are going to contest with the full gun round. Looks like a bit of aggression in towards mid. tiziaN going for a bit of a shot there through the smoke, but he is smoked off. Oh, the flash is perfect to stop tabseN being able to find anything. Bit of damage done back and forth, but tabseN, he's getting that flash through, finds the first, and is able to get away with his life as well. tiziaN taking engagement towards ramp. It's all back and forth here, but all the kills in favor of Big.
It's really well played into middle. The flashbangs were perfect. Enabled tabseN to escape and actually get away with a kill. It's now just up to Chawsey and Nork, and he will find a kill underpass, but that might be it. It's a 2 versus 4. Rimbo's taken a lot of space over towards the B apartments. The first objective for Apeks is to retrieve the bomb located in T-spawn. They've got a minute left on the clock, so they've got time to play with, but where will they end up?
Yeah, and with both tiziaN's pushed forward into Palace as well, so A becomes really difficult to go through. It's only middle where they have any ground to work with. And the CTs are happy to give this to them at the moment. They know they've got a stronghold on both A and B site. So if they can find an opening here, that bomb is still in lower mid, so that indicates that perhaps they're interested in going up through connector. tiziaN is here with the AWP, and they're going to swing on him, but he gets the flick onto Nork. He knows who that second player is as well, and just misses the head of Chawsey. Chawsey going to jump up into window, but with only 25 seconds left, it's not a good place to be.
100%, and what a flick from tiziaN. He's definitely feeling it. 5-0 already. Some of those kills were the MP9, but nevertheless, Keto locks it in from that short position. Will upgrade to an AK-47, and Big looking dominant here on their CT side so far.
Yeah, it's a perfect start for them. Not really allowing Apeks to find anything so far. Keeping 4 players alive, a great place to be. Still a FAMAS in the hands of Crimbo. Not really had to do anything so far, the latest addition to the squad. But untested, which, that's not a bad place to be when your teammates are doing all the work elsewhere. Wouldn't be complaining. It's going to be a bit of aggression towards mid this time. tabseN's going to throw some utility out there. Does spot 2 players going up into connector. This is all completely called. tiziaN, just spins around to find Jacob, drops the bomb, finds another onto Nork, and it's just a shooting gallery for the AWP, just finding one after the other. Just the P250 left here, and it gets dispatched by Keto, so another clean round. It was obviously the eco on the side of Apeks, still big, some confident building kills, and a great start here on Mirage.
It's just clean and simple, and Apeks, they can't even get into any bomb sites right now. They will be on this full investment. Once again, it will be a little bit better than the previous. They'll have all the rifles, and they'll have, more importantly, the utility to contend big with over towards this middle position, which they have been favouring in the early stages of this first half. Ito, he is going to spam through the smoke, and another flash falls in. tabseN with another opening pick, and as tiziaN gets aggressive over towards B, that could be the next fight, because chawsy and Nork are about to group up.
tabseN's been so great for finding these opening kills, and tiziaN, he's actually going to clear this with the AWP, and he gets the perfect read, finds chawsy for free. Jacob does chime in. Eventually, tabseN is shut down in towards middle. His aggression kept in check by Jacob. Now STYKO, he could catch timing here if he does find tiziaN, who's tucked into unders here. Going to sneak his way down, but tiziaN does find him in the end. STYKO was still kind of just on that ladder as it came down, and that affected the aim. He has to drop off it, and that gives tiziaN the advantage. Once again, a 2-on-4. This time, at least the HP in a good place for these two remaining players. Jacob has also gotten a lot of control here towards ladder. Potentially could find an opening onto the B side. As you can see, just the one player here at the moment, but the tiziaN is rotating over, and he's holding the perfect angle, gets the leg onto Jacob. Crimbo chimes in for his first, and now it's just Nork. 1v4, and everything to do.
Can't get anything done. tiziaN 9-0. This man is having a great game so far, and Crimbo, he finally gets his first kill, and that was actually the first points of damage he inflicted onto any opponent. And to be honest, he hasn't had anything to do. All the remaining members are big. They're just running around the map, eliminating Apeks, and I think that's the furthest they potentially have extended towards a bomb site, especially over towards the B bomb site. And poor old Crimbo, it says free ADR, but that doesn't really tell the story. Big are just looking absolutely dominant.
They really are, and tiziaN is the spearhead of that with the AWP. Brian, I've got a guessing game for you here. What do you think is going to be the amount of kills that tiziaN gets before he gets a death?
Oh, you just jinxed him.
Well, no, I just wanted to play a little fun game. Just wanted to put it out there. Everyone in chat, how many kills do you think tiziaN's going to get?
14.
14? I think that's a pretty good guess. I'm going to say 13. Unlucky number. Cast a curse.
Go for it. Look, it's just going to be this partial investment from Apeks, buying around about down to about $1,700 each. It means they can get AKs out in the next. They'd love a bomb plant to just really supplement their finances. tabseN, he's got a good idea that tiziaN might be there, and oh, he does find him through the smoke. Another opening pick for Big. But the gun barrel has been spotted by JChem. He can pounce, and oh, I think tabseN actually spotted him. Well, a little bit of a mind game now, but Crimbo up and down between the smokes at B will eliminate STYKO, and that just baits Quito in perfectly on this short swing. Apeks are falling apart at the seams. There's only 2 players left, and I don't even think they'll be able to get on the bomb site. No, completely dropped once again. It's so clinical. Big. They continue their flawless streak and get 6 rounds on the board.
Yeah, and Quito looking quite sharp. We mentioned in the pre-game that he's been brought in as a sub for faveN today. He was unwell and not able to participate. So Quito getting another shot in the spotlight here. He was recently moved to the academy roster when Crimbo was brought in. But still looking sharp as ever. 9 for 1 at the moment, leading the board alongside tiziaN. We'll see where he's going to go now. He actually jumps up into short. It's a good position, but tiziaN's going to get the read on it, but can't quite adjust his aim in time. Quito gets the opening kill. Now tiziaN can just sit back on this angle, and Apeks, they have to work out how they're going to find their way into it.
They're going to try and aggress through underpass. That seems to be the next point of contention, but tiziaN, he's trying to get boosted up, and he's actually just going to escape with 13 points of HP. So it is a warning sign for Big that Apeks do reside in this unders position. Re-smoke in towards connector, but actually nobody's home for Big. Said they're spreading out over the map, trying to make sure that Apeks just can't really progress further. STYKO's so hesitant that there could be a player in Palace. He's just going to clear it so carefully, and that's where the bomb's going to head.
You see how cautious he has to be just because they've given up so much ground to Big so far in this map. There are only 2 players here at the moment, 2 up in short for Big, which means there is an opportunity here to find an opening into this if all 4 players on the T side make their way here. tiziaN is posted up on the angle with this AWP, so he has a chance to disrupt everything here. There's also tiziaN tucked under wood at the moment. He can also make it a bit difficult for this side take to come in, but they're going to enter the site. tiziaN misses the first shot. He's going to throw a flash through. STYKO actually finds tiziaN as well. So now's a chance for Apeks to make their way into this round. Kito's going to come back through. Oh, there's a player up on stairs already, but he gets flashed up. Very awkward engagements going back and forth. That bomb is yet to go down though. There's only 12 seconds left and it has to get across. They're throwing the flashbangs through. It's awkward. It goes back and forth. The bomb being forced down now. They're going to have just enough time to get it down. Barely though. Jacob's going to try and run away, but he can't quite do it. tiziaN does eventually go down, and it's a valiant effort from STYKO, but Crimbo, he's going to close it out.
Scary moments for Apeks there. They finally make it onto the walls of the bomb site and planted reverse default. It was completely open, but they do get it in. Lovely attempt from STYKO just up upon the palace rafters. Does get a triple kill, but that's about it. Big. They get the defuse in. But Apeks, they're making slow ground in towards this series. They've finally been able to get a bomb plant down onto the bomb site. The difference now is they have to try and hold it. And more importantly, they're going to have to try and find some kills. JChem, Nork, and tiziaN combined have 1 kill between them, and that's not ideal.
Yeah, it's not where you want to be. That's for sure, certain. And JChem was a player that we highlighted as really needing to pop off if Apeks were to make a stand here against Big, who I think is fair to say is one of the favourite teams to be making it all the way to one of those qualifier spots. Just to make it through all these teams on the way there. And off to a great start here. And I would like to apologise to tiziaN. We did definitely curse him. He's now 9 for 1. That first death coming through on that round. Quito, in fact, the frag leader, now 13 for 2 for the stand-in on the Big roster.
He's doing a great job. Very impressed with how he is performing. Let's come straight back into this roster, and you're right. He had been a part of the core for so long. Part of that big lineup that has constantly been evolving and developing. And CS is just going to jump in towards underpass. But he is well established with the team. They've got good chemistry. He understands all the roles he needs to play, and he's doing it to such good effect. The AWP is finding so much impact for this German side.
Yeah, tiziaN is just slipping around, repositioning himself, going for all these peaks, and just keeping the T's guessing. They're forced to play so defensively. That's a miss molly there from Jacob. That's going to slow down his advancements a little bit further. Now the player advantage towards Big. That bomb is top mid at the moment. They're going to smoke off window. And STYKO, he's all the way up in T ramp here, but tiziaN, he's very close by in this close angle. STYKO will have to clear him if they do come into this site. And based on that position, he's actually going to get flashed through. It's perfect. tiziaN takes down STYKO. Chauzy's been boosted up towards mid window. So Quito, he might get caught out here if he's not ready for it. It really comes down to timing here as to who gets the advantage. Oh, Quito looks away, but does look back just in time to find Chauzy. And now these last 2 players, they have to go to the A site, and it's only 30 seconds left.
Utility is just so damaging. JChem just taken down to 13 points of health. tiziaN, he'll convert the kill on Nork over towards jungle. And the grenades are absolutely clinical. This is such an important part of the game that Big focus on. Their utility usage is always pristine, and it's coming into full effect once again. Really well played by this roster. 8-0. And Apeks, they really need to get something going. Otherwise, this game is going to quickly run away from them. Big, they've already won the half, and this is looking incredibly dominant. There's just really no sign of progress from Apeks.
And this is the clinical Counter-Strike that we expect from Big, right? They're a team that just play it by the book. They just go for the perfect peaks. Their utility always on point. You can see it really paying off here against a squad that's maybe a little bit in a different league to them. But tiziaN going to be hosted up close here. A player does slip by and he knows this, but he's just going to spam through the smoke. Actually drops the bomb in the process. Now Nork, left all alone, gets taken out by tiziaN. And 9 very clean rounds here for Big. It really feels like most of these aren't really coming close except for that one round that got to the post plant.
Look at the money as well for Big. They're basically all capped out. And then you look on the other side of things. Apeks, they got the loss bonus. They can buy, but all the bank balances are basically 0. This has been absolute rampage on the CT side, just halting the aggression at bay wherever Apeks are choosing to throw it. tabseN time and time again getting the picks in towards middle. Not even going to be contested with a window smoke.
Now that secondary AWP coming out for Keto as well, so he can just post up deep in Apps here. Makes it really hard to push any further in there. tiziaN holding the very close angle onto Ramp. Chausy's going to try and jiggle him, but tiziaN, he doesn't fall for that. He holds the line and takes you down. So once again, player advantage towards Big. They're happy to give up mid control there. You know, Apeks have taken mid fairly consistently, but even when they do, they can't really do too much with it. This time they're looking to maybe change things up and make a play towards B side, but tiziaN, he finds another Jacob tucked into the smoke, just not ready for it. And now Keto, he's the one that's going to be tested here on the B side. Actually gets taken down by tiziaN. A great pre-fire there onto the angle. Crimbo, he's deep in here in Apps. We mentioned he hasn't had to do too much so far, but now's the round that he has to step up. Fires a shot, but with that silence M4, I'm not sure they're fully aware of it. It does seem like Nork has the read. So they know a player is all the way up there. And tiziaN, he's pushed really deep into market here. Looks like tiziaN's aware of it. The nade lands on his head, but he still finds the kill. Nork looking to find Crimbo, but he's playing hide and seek here, just tucked all the way in behind. And Apeks have kind of pieced this one together now. They're in the 2-on-2 and they can get that bomb down.
It does look a little bit scary for them, but tiziaN, he's actually spotted the gun barrel of tiziaN, and he'll just remove him. It's now all up to Nork in this 1 versus 2. He's got a good post plant because he has planted for market. Just looking at the utility that Big have to play with, it's actually not a lot. There are kits on both of these players, obviously, because they've just got so much money built up. They're just going to have to isolate this fight. Nork, he does win out the first engagement. It's now all up to tiziaN. He's going 15-1, and actually, he's just going to stick the bomb. But Nork reads him like a book. Apeks finally post 1 round on the board off the back of a 1 versus 2 clutch.
Yeah, great play there from Nork, just playing the post plant perfectly. Knows it's planned for him, darts around, and then reads tiziaN, not going for the fake there. Pros don't fake, goes for the full stick on the defuse, and Nork just peeks out and takes him down. So a good response there from Apeks. They managed to piece a round together where they had the man disadvantage as well. So it's a good sign of things to come. Although with the round deficit that's already in play, and, you know, there's still quite a few rounds left in this half, Apeks need to really keep the momentum going here if they want to, you know, at least put up a decent showing here on their map pick.
It's a scary prospect. And I think this just really just highlights the level that Big are at right now. They're on a 7-match win streak across the board in all competitions. Taking the scalps of FaZe Clan. They've beaten Outsiders as well. A team that Apeks replaced. And right now, I think they're looking to continue to run away with things. Mid-control being established, at least temporarily. Maybe it's the underpass position that Apeks are trying to look to exploit. But look at Keto. He's already holding the line. Jakem is about to walk into this. They don't flash him off the angle. And he's good for 2 as well. Nork, he eventually does trade him out, but it's still a man advantage for the Germans.
Yeah, Keto trying his hardest to audition for a spot on this main squad again. Jeez, really showing us what he's made of. Great stuff there with the AWP, finding both. Now Crimbo, really not been needed so far. We've already commented on this. He's just classic B side anchor, right? Just the rest of the team on the A side doing all the work. He just sits there, and when the rounds come through, he has to do something. And this time, he's not going to be tested either. It's tiziaN. He goes for the aggressive peek, but tiziaN's holding for it. It's going to take him down. We're in the 3-on-3 now. Still a bit of time left on the clock, and still plenty of utility too on Apeks.
Group their way in towards jungle as well. This silent boost is not going to be heard because all the positions are big. They're quite spread out across the map. It's now going to be tabseN to rotate in and potentially plug the hole. Just going to hold in towards this sniper's position. Apeks, they've got to get a move on now. 25 seconds left on the clock. The utility is kind of alerting them of the presence, but tiziaN, that's a big kill. Will they expect tiziaN in the ramp position?
Yeah, he can play spoiler here. If he catches the timing, he's going to drop the bomb. There's only 10 seconds left. They have to flush him out. tiziaN does find him. There's 8 seconds left on the clock. Crimbo, he can do it all here if he swings out, but they're holding for the position. The bomb is going to go down. He's going to push through this smoke. Has a bit of a read on these players. Actually spots one running away, and Nork, peeks out perfectly, taking down Crimbo. And Apeks get their second. That's consecutive rounds as well. So starting to build a little bit of a comeback here. Although Big, off the back of all those rounds they got in a row, still have plenty of money to keep buying into probably the rest of this half.
Yeah, 100%. And it was well played by Apeks. They managed to get the individual gunfights. They managed to make sure they didn't fall victim to the ramp push that Big had put in place. And it's much better. And hopefully it's a sign of things to come for this T side, who have now posted consecutive rounds on the board. Big looking to maybe change the tide and get back more into the swing of things. Connector about to be smoked off. At least we would have thought so, but it actually misses the mark. Allows tiziaN an extended time period where he can just post on this angle. tabseN's about to go hunting off the back of some flashbangs, but not to be the case.
Yeah, they're still going to go for this aggression. tabseN is just absolutely loving going for these peaks. It's going to bring Nork down to 1 HP, but Jacob actually finds Keto on short. So it goes in the favor of Apeks to begin with. 1 HP on the AWP isn't the worst case to be in. Can still be quite effective with that. Right. STYKO again pushing up towards a ramp here. Hasn't had a lot of success on these lurks so far, but tiziaN, he's slipped through. He's found a gap through Palace, and he's going to maybe run spoiler here if he swings around and finds 2 players with their backs turned. You can see, can't quite see the first. I think he might be aware of it though. You can see the backpack there. He's playing trigger discipline, spots the third as well. This is the perfect position for tiziaN. Gonna find the first, swings across and finds all 3. Great trigger discipline from tiziaN, and now it's just chawsy and STYKO. They're left all alone. tiziaN, he's got the bomb as well, doing everything in this round. Even finds a 4th, and now chawsy left alone. Gonna take the nade. tiziaN on for the ace, and he does it. It's the ace in the round for tiziaN, and now Big are on their 10th.
Did he walk under STYKO? Or did he go through Palace? Because there's a time in there where it looked like he did walk through that ramp position.
I'm not sure. Suddenly he was in spawn, and
nevertheless,
yeah,
like he got an ace. Like it's incredibly well played from him. Big. They elevate to double digits, and Apeks they're going to be absolutely crushed after that one. That's just really heartbreaking. And timing comes on through tiziaN. He's managed to slip the net, and he just cuts you all down to size in the back. Once again, it's just going to be these pistols just heading down towards the apartments. Grenades, they're doing so much damage in constantly. Yeah, this is looking like a scary prospect for Apeks as they all get cut down to size once again. Big 11 rounds on the board. And Lucy, this is incredibly dominant.
Yeah, what else can you say? Big are just looking at a whole nother level at the moment. All of these players popping off when they need to. And Apeks, they just can't find a way into these rounds. The only ones they've been able to recover is when it's come down to those mid rounds where they're able to sort of find timings to slip the net and get openings. But you can't rely on that. You need to be winning these duels. You need to have your executes coming through. Otherwise, you're not really going to be able to compete with a team like Big. Considering that Dallas is the end goal for these teams, you really need to be able to hold your own against a team like Big if you want to compete with all the big guns that are already at Dallas. And STYKO, he's going to actually win the duel against tiziaN this time. No more antics in this round. Keto, this boost is quite cheeky here. It's going to catch a tiziaN. That's a kill for free. They're going to try and back up here. Jacob has the read, but the timing, it's not quite there. They're able to slip away. They've still left tiziaN down in underpass as well.
Yeah, he's kind of on an island here, but I'm not even sure that JKM's going to clear him because he saw the presence over towards Connector. tiziaN's going to activate. He can get him in the back. Lovely deagle shot, and now as Apeks collapse upon this A-bomb site, the rotations, they're already here from Big. Going to try and boost up towards this stairs position. tiziaN, he is just holding the line, but he can't connect the shot. chawsy actually gets traded out by Nork, and now we're in this 1 versus 1. Crimbo back turned. It's a free kill, and Big get 12 rounds on the board.
Yeah, just the positioning there is so much better for Big. They're spread out, able to catch them all off guard. Even though the trades come in for Apeks, and it looks like maybe they've created a favourable position, Nork just has no idea where Crimbo is going to be. Crimbo can just sit up on ticket and find the kill for free. It's now going to go into the last round of the half. Apeks on their map pick, working to just get 3 rounds here on the T side. We know it can be the tougher side, but you really want to be putting up a better show than this. And tiziaN, he's going to be trying to put a show on in mid. Going to flash himself through. The flick comes through, takes down Chawsey. Another one of these flash going to come through as well, but it's actually a tiziaN activating on the other side of the map that finds an opening into A. But Keto, he's playing Trigger Discipline, drops them both, and that's going to be Big, winning the half 13-2. We'll take a short break, and then we'll be back to see how this one ends.
This is the end. This is the end of it. This is the end.
And welcome back, everybody. We're here for the second half between Apeks and Big on the first map, which was Apeks' map pick here of Mirage. And Brandon, I fear this might be a quick one.
I mean, from what we saw, I think you're completely right. Big have got a lot of utility here. Crimbo and tabseN both armed with the same set. Smoke, flash, and grenade. About to line up these smokes. A hit is about to come in. STYKO, before he gets smoked off, he just takes a couple of pop shots towards the ramp position, but it's to no effect. But look at this. All the CTs are in, and they're trying to boost above these smokes.
Yeah, just going to be spamming through at the moment, not able to find anything. So we're going to be going into the post plant here. There isn't a kit in play at the moment. It's just all armor across the board. Norka's opt just to save money for that AWP later on. It's going to be Keto that goes first. He finds 2. tiziaN chiming in for 1 as well. And now just running down tiziaN. It's just STYKO left, and Crimbo dispatches him. So another clean round here for Big. They secure the second pistol and are just 2 rounds away from taking Apeks' map pick.
Yep, and this is looking very scary if you're an Apeks fan, because look, this is their map pick, as you've just rightly said. And then we're heading to Dust 2, which Big, arguably one of the strongest teams in the world at Dust 2. And I think we were talking a little bit before the game, and we think that Dust 2, we're not really sure how it slipped through the veto. Apeks, they don't really play it that much. So maybe they've got something up their sleeve, but nevertheless, in round number 17, Apeks, they have invested into this. tiziaN is on the scout, and he will spot out the barrel of Keto's gun, but he won't actually line up any of the shots. Big, a fast up connector, and they're looking to capitalize upon A once again. Yes, STYKO has made it down into this ramp position, but I'm not really too sure he can have too much impact.
Yeah, he's just got the deagle here. Can't really do too much here. Keto's already pushed all the way down to CT. You can see maybe he's waiting for a flash to come through. Actually, STYKO does chime in, finds tiziaN on the bomb plan. That's a great kill there, but Keto with the spray transfer finds 2. Although STYKO, he's actually doing a lot of damage here, finds Keto in return. Is the only one left though now as Crimbo takes down Nork. STYKO would be the ace clutch, and he has 15 HP to do it. I don't doubt he has the skills, but not the opportunity, as tiziaN's going to charge him down. Taking us now to map point.
Yep, and the economy for Apeks, it just really isn't there. They're obviously going to have to invest into this, because they obviously want to keep themselves within the map, but it's not going to be the most ideal purchase. A couple of MP9s and a FAMAS or 2. It's just not the best purchase. And Big, they're finding success at this A-bomb site. They're going to throw pace at it once again. They just want to end this map here and now and send us onto Dust 2.
There's so many opportunities to do it, and tabseN, he looks like he wants to close it out now. Going to find one. Crimbo chimes in for one of his own. So it's already a 4-on-2. tiziaN, he's going to swing out. Molly pushes him into the corner. They know he's here. Another Molotov comes through. He's got nowhere to go. Has a smoke he can drop. But at this stage, they know that they're pinned in here. tiziaN can just get up close and personal. And, oh, Apeks, I just don't think there's a chance that Nork and tiziaN can find this. They're smoked out, spamming through it, and just really don't have the tools for the job.
No, they really don't. And although Nork gets a kill, that might just be it. 3 versus 1, and tiziaN locks it in. Big. They take Apex's map pick straight away from them. 16-2, and that was an incredibly dominant display, and that really highlights sometimes the level between Tier 1 and Tier 2 CS.
Yeah, you know, we were highlighting Apeks as an underdog. They came into this replacing Outsider.